That is right, ladies and gentlemen. This video is not clickbait. In today's video, we're going to be going over 156 new features brought in with the new House on the Hills Michael Mansion DLC. In the video I did earlier today, we went over all of the features of the mansion. So if you're a little confused by the mansion, which is okay, it is a little bit overwhelming. Maybe you're like, I don't know half the things I can do with this mansion. There's the bloody Jarvis on the wall. How does that work? Supposedly you can do yoga, you can do working out. There's all the pets, there's the cats, there's the dogs. We went over all of that in detail. So if you want to see that video, it'll be linked in the description so you can watch it after this one. And I'll leave it linked at the end of this video, just so you can watch this one first, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying the DLC. And without further ado, let's jump into the 156 new features added to the DLC. Okay, so here we go. We're not going to be counting these and put in number 1, number 2. You guys can count if you really want to. But the first items and features that were added in this DLC is the obvious one, first of all. There's 3 new mansions that are available to purchase, and you can purchase all 3 of them. Now, these mansions aren't cheap. They go anywhere from like 9 to like 15, 16, 17 million dollars, depending on if you get the cheapest one and you get it just the base mansion, or the most expensive one and you fully kit it out. Now, we went over all of the features of the house, like I say in the video before this, but with these mansions, you have the AI assistant. And I know I'm talking to you. I know you have that angel assistant that's calling you bloody daddy. But the AI assistant gives you the ability to temporarily increase the production speed of one of your businesses, like a chosen business. And you can also throw massive parties there. There's 3 different personalities. You have Angel, you got Haviland, and you got the OG. And you can actually call your AI assistant on your phone. So if you're roaming around in free mode, you can just go ahead and call them up. Now, the office comes with a master control terminal. This is the same as what you have in your arcade that you probably spent 1.7 million on, or the same thing you have in your Terabyte, which you probably spent, again, like 1.5 million on. But it comes with the mansion, of course. There's also a cinema, a spa, a cigar room, a salon, trophy cabinet, so you can display all of your milestones and accomplishments. And then the exterior has a gym. It's got yoga mats. And it's got a helipad, so you can land and take off from your bloody mansion. Now, the basement of these new mansions also contains a 20-car garage. And if you purchase all 3, that means 60 spaces. So if you're one of those people that's been, like, worried about space, well, now there's 60 more spaces for you if you have like 45 million sitting around to buy all 3. There's also a private nightclub. There's a vault where you keep all of your cash that you've got across your wallet and bank account. And as I mentioned in the video earlier today, you can purchase a cat and a dog. If you don't know how to get both, watch the video after this one. Another feature of this mansion is security. If you purchase the security for your mansion, you will no longer get raided in your other businesses, which is absolutely massive. And it was kind of needed, and I think Rockstar did it because of the ghost raids. Like, I'm sure everyone at this point has probably been ghost raided. One of your, like, special cargo warehouses is just emptied out without even you knowing about it. Or maybe you're busy doing something else and you get raided and you have to go over them. By the time you get there, you've lost like $1 million worth of product. Well, now with the mansions, if you upgrade your security, you will no longer have to worry about that. Pretty good feature if you ask me. There's also an armory that can be purchased for the mansion where you can upgrade to Mark II weapons and purchase armor. There's an arcade where you can place your owned arcade cabinets. Remember that trophy room? Yeah, well, there's also a vehicle podium. Listen, this is endgame DLC. You know what I mean? It's got everything. There's a vehicle workshop where you can customize your cars. And if you have GTA Plus, you can actually use that workshop to upgrade to HSW. You can do drift tuning and you can upgrade to Benny's, all from your mansion if you have GTA Plus. The next big thing that was added was obviously the No Way Out story missions. Players are contacted by Avi, who informs you of a new self-driving taxi company, which is a pain in the butt cheeks. So these 5 new story missions come with their own rewards and career progress challenges. And you can play these missions with 1 to 4 people. Next up, and I mentioned this in the weekly update video, but there's a new getaway driver random event. So you know how you get those random events that happen all across the map and you see that blue blimp on your minimap, whether it's like an exotic export, or sometimes there's someone that got mugged and you can run them down and hit them and steal the handbag back. Well, this is kind of the opposite. This one, you're aiding in a robbery. So there's a robbery going on. You drive over to it. You can hear the alarm going off. You pull up outside, honk your horn. They get in the car with you and you're the getaway driver. So if you help them escape, you will get some money and RP. We also have 5 new vehicles that have been added to the game. Now, keep in mind, there is a lot of drip feed vehicles as well, at least 5 more. Remember how I just mentioned that random event? There's more random events coming as well. If you're one of those people that's like, you know what? I kind of want to know about like the drip feed items and I want to see them and I want to hear about these missions and like new businesses and clothing outfit unlocks. I'll leave that video linked in the description down below to the leaks. But if you're not interested in that, you don't want any spoilers, don't watch it. The first vehicle that we got with this DLC was the Vapid FMJ Mark V. And this comes with an HSW upgrade. Now, currently, This is only available for GTA Plus members. And if you have GTA Plus, you can actually claim it for free. If you do not have GTA Plus, you gotta wait a week. So next week, it'll become available to everyone, but you are gonna have to pay full price for it. The next car is the Pro-Gen Loiva. Loiva? I don't know how to pronounce it. But why would I? It's a bloody made-up name, I think. This car is based off of this Aston Martin right here. It's beautiful, and the in-game one looks really good. It does look like the real car in real life. Now, this is also currently only available for GTA Plus members until December 18th. It's not free though, but you can get it for 20% off. After December 18th, it'll be available to everyone, but you are going to be paying full price for it. The next car was the Fiesta Extreme, and this car is currently available for everyone to purchase. The Ubermax Sentinel XF4 is also available right now for everyone to purchase. And the Grotti GT 750, that is also available for everyone to purchase. Now, I'm sure all of you watch my weekly update videos, right? Well, in those weekly update videos, I always tell you if the car is removed or not. Because Rockstar removed like 200 cars like a year ago. They've been sprinkling them back in and taking them away during like the weekly updates. And then they did recently return a bunch. Well, we have more returning, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, we have 19 cars returning. And not only are these vehicles returning, but the Missile Lock-on Jammer is available for these vehicles now. So you can go ahead and purchase them and upgrade them for the Missile Lock-on Jammer. I'm going to have it right here. You can see it. You can see the cars. Feel free to pause it. I'm not going to put every single picture up on the screen right now. I'm not going to do it. And I'm not even going to read them all. You see them all right here? You like that? You can pause it if you want. Or you can fast forward it if you want. But those are the cars. And you see these cars right next to me? There's more cars. You see them all? These cars are cars that are currently already in the game. But you can now put Missile Lock-on Jammers on these as well. So before, you couldn't put it on. Now, Missile Lock-on Jammers available. Now, this one's actually huge. This is actually a really good one. So these are aircraft. And these have Missile Lock-on Jammers available with them as well. I think the most important one out of all of these, like I say, feel free to pause it if you wanted to look at them, but the Cargo Bob. If you love doing the vehicle cargo warehouse, you know what it's like trying to sell these in a public lobby. I always use the Cargo Bob. I pick up the car and I fly it away. And there's definitely been a few times where I've been shot down by somebody. So having a Missile Lock-on Jammer on a Cargo Bob is massive. All right, let's move on to the next new feature. This one is there's been 4 new actions that have been added. So if you go into your interaction menu and look at the actions that you can do with your character, there's 4 new ones. One of them is like flashing a police badge. One of them is like a police baton. They're definitely more police related, but we are getting 2 new police cars. So it kind of makes sense. If you're like, wait, what? I didn't know we were getting 2 new police cars. In the description down below, there's a video that shows you all the leaks. Watch it after this one, maybe. All right, next up on new features, we have some experience improvements. So I'll go through all of these, but in a second, there's going to be a ton of things, and I'm just going to let it play, and you can pause it, and I'll just sing a song in the background for you. So players will now receive $500 in addition to the existing RP for rating content. Vehicle websites now have a tab displaying some of the most popular vehicles from previous updates. That's kind of cool. I wish you could set it so there was a tab that could show you what was on sale, so you could click sale. That would make my life so much easier, Rockstar. Odd jobs are now represented with cyan blips in free mode. You may have noticed on your map now, there's like bright bluey green cyan. I like it personally. Patrick McCreary is now available by default to all players for use as a gunman in the casino heist, and his associated random event has been removed. Gunman Gustavo Motors cut has been lowered to 8% for casino heist. The map blip options for odd jobs has been consolidated to allow all of them to be hidden shown at once. The button prompt for exiting an active creator test has been updated to make it more difficult to exit accidentally, which is always good. When using the override rotation in creators, the alignment setting world has been renamed to free rotation in line with the new mission creator. I don't know why I read all of those out, because I'm sure most of you were just like, what are you chatting? All right, well, if you thought that was a load of rubbish, now we have some GTA Plus updates. Listen, I don't mind GTA Plus, but I know a lot of people don't love it. But we do have some GTA Plus features added, so we're going to go over those here right now. So the Vinewood Club app can now remotely manage your staff in properties that you own and send them out on jobs. Guys, this is huge. I don't have GTA Plus on my PC, which is what I really play on. But to be able to go on your phone and send your staff from your special cargo warehouse to go source cargo for you instead of having to drive to each one individually, that is huge. So it works for your hangar, so you can send, what's his face, Rooster or whatever his name is, to go source cargo. It works in your special cargo warehouses, so Lupo or Lupa and all of her friends. And it also works in the bail office. You can send your bail office team out to do, to source some bails. What are the bail office people doing? How come when we do it, it's like 125 grand? We send them to do it and we only get like 10 grand. I mentioned it already, but the GTA Plus members, if you have a mansion and you have a vehicle workshop, you can do HSW, you can do Benny's, and you can do drift tuning. All right, next up, a new feature. There's a new mission creator. Players can now create and publish their own missions in the new mission creator. I genuinely think this can be absolutely bloody massive. Like, I think it's going to be a few people that are going to test this out and figure out some incredible missions, and it's just going to blow up and everyone's going to start trying to do it. I genuinely think you should try jumping in. There's 5 example like missions, like basically tutorial missions on how to do it. You'll see them on your map, but definitely just jump in and check it out for yourselves. Now, there is a bunch of fixes as well. Are these fixes? Are they features? We're putting them together as one. So game stability and performance, you can see it over here next to me. Like I say, you can feel free to pause it if you want to take a look at that. The one that stands out to me is the one that says fixed an issue that results in players experiencing long load times when changing sessions and entering properties. Oh my God. Switching sessions, especially when it's a public lobby, man. I could sit there for like 20 minutes. Matchmaking and networking fixed multiple issues that affected network stability in GTA Online, thank God. Fixed an issue that resulted in players incorrectly entering bad sport-only sessions. Never happened to me, but if it's happened to you, it should have been fixed. Now, there's a lot of content fixes right here. Just example, the first one, fixed an issue that resulted in players dying unexpectedly during bunker resupply. I know a lot of you have had issues with like the Diamond Casino heist and things like that, so hopefully that's in this list right next to me. But as I say, feel free to just pause it if you want to stop and read any of those. All right, next up, we have properties. I'll just throw it up on my face right here. There's a lot of issues with properties, and we'll just feel free to pause it. And then we got some vehicle ones here for you as well. Take a look at this. I don't think it said it on that vehicle one, but you remember the car that I've always said is better right now than the armored Kuruma, right? The Coquette was it the D5? That thing was bulletproof. It's been patched, so that is no longer the God car. We also have some miscellaneous ones. I'll throw that up on screen right here. Like I say, feel free to pause it if you are interested in reading through all of these. Boo! What were you expecting to happen when the screen came back to me? Sorry, guys, I'm a little deluded. It's been a long 48 hours. I'm loving it, though. I'm loving this DLC. I'm loving all the drip feed stuff we have coming. And I'm loving all of these upgrades and modifications, or all these fixes and features that we have here in today's video. And there was 156 of them. I don't know if you were counting. Some of them were going by pretty fast. But in general, it's a great all-around DLC. We have the mansions, which are incredible. Like I say, check out the links in the description down below to a walkthrough of the mansion and things like that. A lot of quality and life improvement, just bug fixes. This should help it, especially the loading screens and the trying to find new servers or new lobbies. Matchmaking has been awful. I'm looking forward to jumping into trying to find some matchmaking for races, because I feel like I'm always like struggling to find people to race with. But let me know if you've tested out the new Rockstar Creator yet, or the GTA Creator. I still need to jump in and do those missions myself to play around with it. I would love to make my own mission and share it with you guys. I love building things like more than anything. I used to love playing Farmville because I used to love just the terraforming and putting trees here and building paths and things. I just love that sort of stuff. I love strategy games where I can build things. So this is right up my alley. I just need to find some time to do it. And doing it right now in fourth quarter in December, probably not the best time, but I will definitely be jumping into it in the new year. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. The links will be in the description to any of the videos I mentioned here today. If you enjoyed this one, please feel free to hit that like button if you do so desire. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and turn on the ding dong notification bell so you know when I upload more videos. Like if you want to see more of those leaks, because I'm sure we're getting way more coming up any second now, any day now, any moment. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow as always with a brand new video. Goodbye.